안녕하세요 여러분. I think we have been learning very basic grammar so far, and today we are going to one step further to learn an intermediate level grammar that Korean people very frequently use. I think you might have heard of 𝗀𝗍도 somewhere, from Korean dramas or maybe from your friends or movies, because Koreans use it so frequently in their daily conversation. Before we get into studying this grammar, we should first understand the nuance of this grammar, as we always do. Okay, so let's break down the nuance of the 𝗀𝗍도. 𝗀𝗍도 has a feeling of leaving something lingering. Leaving something lingering. That's the point, leaving something lingering. So when you use this grammar, it gives the impression of something more to come after it. Something like unfinished thoughts, reasons, or feelings. So it has a sense of incompleteness. So keeping this feeling in mind, and let's examine the characteristic of the grammar 𝗀𝗍도. First of all, 𝗀𝗍도 used in 4 different ways. But since it's a lot, let's have a look one by one. First, it's used to express disagreement with what somebody just said. Plus, this nuanced, lingering feeling. What kind of lingering feeling remains here? It's the feeling of unreserved disagreement between two people's opinions. Let me give you an example right away. Let's have a look at this conversation. There's your friends and you guys just went to watch a movie together. And your friend said this movie was so fun, but you think this movie was so boring. So you said, what do you mean it's totally boring? Koreans are a people who really like to use grammar and words that express exact feeling in the exact situation. So here, why did you say 𝗀𝗍도 here? This could be several reasons. But it seems like when your friend said the movie was fun, you wanted to express disagreement with that. So it gives the feeling of, I disagree with what you just said, but I'm not just simply negating it, I just disagree with what you just said. And then there's a lingering feeling about the conflict of two different opinions between you and your friends. So it creates an unfinished feeling as the air becomes tense due to this disagreement. And there's another interpretation too. Let's say I fought with my friend yesterday. In this case, I might feel like refuting everything they say. I just want to say no to everything the friend says. So your voice tone should be a little bit spiteful, so you can express the strong 𝗀𝗍. The second one is the most common one, providing background information. So when Koreans have something they want to say, they give the listener background information to make their points more persuasive and easier to understand. This might be difficult to explain in words, but if you think about this nuance, it has this lingering feeling, right? By leaving something lingering before making my point, you're subtly letting people know that you have more to say. For example, I went to school and I saw a cute dog at school. Here, what the speaker wants to talk about is seeing a cute dog at school. To tell this story, the speaker have given the listener the background information that I went to school. They're giving the listener background information that leaves something lingering and also subtly indicating that they have more to say. The third use is to express hesitation. This is often used when you don't continue after giving background information. So in the example I just gave you, if you end the sentence with I went to school without saying what comes next, then the other person might think, oh, you went to school, so what? Like you have more to say, but maybe for some reason you can't tell. They might think like this because they just stop talking. So in this case, the listener might respond something like, you went to school and what? The first use is to express surprise. When using 𝗀𝗍도 to express surprise, it plays the role of informing the listener about unexpected surprise. So what kind of lingering feeling is there? Since you are surprised between what you expected and actual result, there would be a lingering feeling left between these two. For example, my friend made 𝗶𝗀𝘀𝘀𝘀 and she kept saying, oh, it probably doesn't taste good. But surprisingly, it tastes really good. So at times like this, you can say, huh, this is very good though. Expressing surprise as something different from what you expected. And there would be a slight pause then. That's when we use 𝗀𝗍. Learning the grammar itself is very important, but understanding the feeling and nuance of the grammar makes it easier to learn Korean. Then I will see you next time.